So we have to start with the best part of the tour, which is the wine tasting. So the good is maybe you can come out singing. No, I guess it's not that much, but yeah. So that is the Alfama, the oldest part of Lisbon, and that is so old that is even before the time or the age of carts and horses, and that's why you look here the street. The streets are very narrow. Here there's stairs in between the houses. So. So the wine tasting is here, just here. So then,
hold my hand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm all right, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Just gotta wind me way across.
So give maybe, yeah. Maybe first with a butt on ground. Yep. Yep. Okay, perfect. There we are. And the wine tasting is this door. Just go through. Sim, está. Tuk? Entra no Tuk. Ah, não está. Pensava que eles saíram. Pensava que eles queriam entrar aqui dentro. Mas não.
Dá para passar.
Pronto.
Eu vou pôr o tubo mais direito.
Sim, como tu quiseres. Ó. Top.
Calma, calma.
Okay. Yeah.
Disseste qual é a alcunha dele?
Hum?
E ele assim, qual o João? O João Folhado. O João Folhado mesmo.
Ah, João Folhado.
João
João
Folhado.
Folhado é um bom nome. Olha, podes-me chamar João Folhado. Gosto mais do que Fialho, por acaso.
Tá filhado.
Até agora sou o Folhado.
Tá bem.
Agora está forte.
Olha, vamos abrir um restaurante, ó. Vamos chamá-lo Espetagarfo.
Espetacular.
Eu arranjava um restaurante e estava português chamado Aldrabon.
Aldrabon.
E depois, sempre que os clientes iam lá, enganavas-te no troco. Mas era tradição, por exemplo. Se eles...
Nunca se sabe se podes receber a mais ou a menos.
Não, era tradição. Eu estava na review. Não se admire se recebeu coisa mal.
E tratá-los mal mesmo.
Tratá-los mal. O Aldrabon. Não, o gajo mandava grandes tangas. E também era guia turístico. Mas uma amiga minha da República Checa disse-me que há um restaurante, não sei se é em Praga, se noutro sítio, já não me lembro, que é um restaurante tipo, tu tens o menu, tu pedes e eles dizem assim, não, você vai comer isto. E o gajo traz-te a cena que eles escolhem. Pá, tão bom, meu.
É bom,
Olha, eu quero um bacalhau. Não, você vai comer vitela. Eu sou vegetariano.
Sim, você tem ar que é preciso de uma vitela.
Eu sou vegetariano, menino. Não. Você vai deixar
Mas isso é um bom conceito. Não, mas há um restaurante qualquer lá para cima, acho que é em Bragança, o que é, ou Braga, que fazem isso. Tu vais, tem um preço fixo, podes comer o que tu quiseres, mas eles é que escolhem o que tu comes. Tipo, não há menu, sentas-te e és
Este seja
servido.
bom.
Sim, deve
Sempre
ser.
ao norte deve ser, de certeza.
Deve ser, de certeza. Mas olha, foi dos sítios onde eu comi. Aqui há 2 anos fui a Pudense, que ele tem fazem lá o desfile dos caretos, aqueles cheios de cores e com as
Isso é em
máscaras.
Espanha?
Não, é no norte, é perto de Mirandela, um bocadinho mais para cima. E eles lá, aquilo é uma aldeia pequena, ele só tem vida quando há aquela festa, que é no Carnaval. Bem, cada casa, eles só servem o que produzem ali. Pá, da melhor carne que eu já comi, das melhores batatas que eu já comi, eles servem a carne sempre com batata. E é posta mirandesa, assim. Para quem gosta de carne.
De onde és?
De onde eu sou?
Sim.
Eu sou da Benedita, Alcobaça, conhece Alcobaça? Caldas da Rainha.
Já ouvi.
Pronto, eu sou dessa zona oeste. Que é muito chato, está sempre no voeiro. Uma pessoa nunca sabe se vai ter um dia bom de praia ou
Nunca
não.
foste às Caldas da Rainha, João?
Hã?
Nunca foste às Caldas da Rainha?
Não.
Ó,
Só com o dedo na mapa.
Ou
Há
Óbidos.
umas lojas das Caldas da Rainha que fazem caralhos de barro. É verdade, é típico das Caldas da Rainha.
Normalmente as pessoas das Caldas à sexta à tarde dizem, não faço mais um caralho.
Exato. Pois,
Não faço mais um caralho. Sim, é muito típico, é os caralhos das Caldas e é as cavacas das Caldas. Que é um doce que eu não acho que tem piada, é muito seco, mas há quem goste.
Sim.
Eles estão despejados.
That's for me to that's right, fine.
ok, let's continue.
It's all out. It's okay.
Great.
Mais é?
Right?
So, I guess it was not enough, right?
1, 2, 3. I'll let the lady get down first.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Nice and warm to our bottom.
Huh? So please look on the right side. There you see a water fountain. It was also a thermal, so hot water spring. So this place called Alfama. So this is the oldest part of Lisbon. And Alfama is not that old than the place. It is Arabic and means a lot of water fountains, and that is one of them. And the only hot water spring we have here. Please look also up, there's also a nice building on top. So. So, oh sorry. So please look under this house is on the right. Right now you see a white house, and then it follow a house with blue tiles, right? And then came a green, and then a red one, and then you see a house with spikes on the wall, right? You see it there? That is the Museum of Saramago, Nobel Prize winner of literature. But what is more interesting is when you go to the cellar of this building, there you see the foundations of the Phoenicians. So there was dated on the year 1200 BC, which makes Lisbon more than 3,200 years old. And therefore is Lisbon the second oldest city of Europe. Only Athens and Greece is older. So, and we Portuguese, we have a complicated history similar to the English, but we want to be simple as possible, and that's why we call the house with spikes, house with spikes. Casa dos Picos, in Portuguese. So this part, we are now in downtown in Abasha, and this one was hit by the earthquake and the tsunami. Means after the earthquake the stones was washed away, so everything have to be rebuilt after it. So none of this house you will see is older than 1755. So because they have to rebuild it new. But for one building, they're searching all the stones in the city to put again together. And that is a church. That is Nossa Conceição Velha. What's about the church? That is the church where Vasco da Gama had prayed before he's searching the way to India. So on my right, after the yellow house, you will see the church. So please look on the left. Then you see how they rebuild it. They build it like the old New York, straight line streets. The house blocks are more or less the same size. Even the distance of the windows and the floors are the same, because was built in a row. Oops, sorry. So this square called Martin Muniz, unfortunately have that not a monument on it, but the name is important because Martin Muniz was one of the crusaders who were fighting in Lisbon, and he awaked at night from one of the camps of the crusaders and go a bit away. So we don't really know why, but I guess he just want to go pee, so that's why he goes a bit far away. So and then he saw the crusaders, the Moorish came out of a hole, and they had assault then the crusaders. So he decided to wait until the last Moorish want to close the hole. So he waited that the last one to close the door. He go to it and fight with the last Moorish which want to close the door. So the Crusaders running around searching where the Moorish came from, saw him fighting in a hole, tried to help, but unfortunately he died in this entry. So, but he died in this door, so the Moorish could not close it, and the tunnel leads then to the castle, which made it much easier to assault the castle. So Martin Moniz was a kind of hero. So the most important king in our history is João I, John the First. And you will see it here. There's the monument of him on a horse. And why is the most important? Because he ordered to build the navigation school, he ordered to build the shipbuilding engineering, he ordered to build the University of Coimbra. But he's not very known in the world. Who's much more known in the world is his third son, Infante Henrique. He get more translated in any languages than anybody else. So it's even more translated than Jesus, and over 250 languages in the world. And Infante Henrique, you know him in English as Henry the Navigator. Why? Because he get the order and he managed to build all of that what the king wants to build. Fun fact about Henry the Navigator, he was never on sea. So our roads are like out the sea, very wavy, stormy. Okay. So this square called Rocio, on the top of this square is the son of Maria I, Pedro. And Pedro was a prince when he goes to the Brazil. And he was still a prince when he came back. But when he became the king, he decided to split the empire in two. So he became also Pedro I of Brazil. So a journalist asked him, now you are king of both, where do you want to be buried? And he said, I want to be buried in Brazil, but my heart will always stay in Portugal. So next king, take it literally, when he died, open the body, take the heart off and put it in a basilica in Porto, which is the old name of Porto was Porto Scali. So please look on my left. There you see the train station Rocio, built in monolithic style, of course in the 19th century. The monolithic style is normally descends from the 15th, so it is neoclassic, with ornaments of the sea, very playful, round windows. This square, called the Restauradores, that remember us of the 60 years Spanish rulership. Spain, or before Castilla, never take us by war. Only when our kingdom had no successor, the kingdom fall into the Spanish. But after 60 years and 3 Spanish kings, we decide to be independent again. Just a moment. Have to see if we have there a place. Okay, no. So we go off here because here we get the custard tart.
Custard tart, that will cheer you up.
They call it pastéis de nata. So, unfortunately, I have to stay in a tuk because I am not legal standing here, and all the spaces are occupied. So you go with my colleague. Just come off, and then I show you where you can wait.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. You want to go there? Just a second, I bring you the...
I can
Okay, without? Okay. So, just a second. Yeah. Okay, great. So, please follow me. Yes. So follow my boss, the guy with glasses.
Big man!
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, tudo bem.
Nas calmas? Nas calmas?
Estou na calma. Isso é tão mal que não tem lugar para estacionar o Tuk.
O quê?
É um pouco mal que não ter lugar.
Aqui está sempre cheio. Essa rua também tem muito tour. Ali vai tudo.
Oh.
Big man!
Ainda pior do que tu foste, pá. Something. Oh yeah.
Ela, sabias que ela nem conseguia falar comigo? Estava a falar pelo telefone, ela não sabia se falar português.
Oh. Oh.
Coitado, sozinho, acho complicado.
É muito frio, não?
Ah,
É muito frio.
é muito frio. Mas o tempo está. Estamos a fazer isto muito rápido. Ainda é 1h30 e já fomos aos pastéis e aqui.
Ah, não, mas nós vamos ainda para a Senhora do Monte. Vamos para o Spa, talvez vamos para a Basílica, mas depois vamos.
Fazer tempo, já.
Então vamos para a Nossa Senhora do Monte. Depois estamos para os naus e então vamos para a Senhora do Monte. Assim como ela fez de manhã.
Sim, é o costume, sim, só. Pode ser que passe rápido.
Sim. E até chegamos mais tarde do que normal. Quer dizer, esta rota não é assim tão boa, gasta mais tempo.
Pois, isso. Vai dar.
Calor, pô. Oh. Just. Ah, hello. You are back. Oh. So there we are.
Just one more year younger, I'd jump up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, right.
You need to come back over this way a bit for the
Right.
yeah, exactly. Not the easiest things to get into, are they?
It was never my best idea to do this.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Good. Oh. So please look on the right. There you see the Theatre Eden, built 20th century in the style Art Deco. This one. This is now a hotel. Again on the right, the train station Rocio.
Well, hello there. How are you?
So please look on my right. When the house row ends, there you see the elevator Santa Justa, our oldest elevator, made 1902. Please look also up. And behind is a bridge, brings you to uptown. So please look on the left. This building was the National Bank of Portugal. Right now we have no national bank anymore because we are part of the Eurozone. So now we are on the way to Uptown, a place where the more richer, more capable people live in the age of the kings. And the first street we will see from the Uptown is the Rua Garret. And the Rua Garret was a shopping street for the upper class. So there was the tailors, the modists, the shoemaker. So for the people who have a bit more possibilities. But you know, we have no kings anymore. So that's why a lot of the shops disappear and get replaced from some new brand. But a few shops are still there. I will show to you. Now we come in. Here is this shopping street, Rua Garret. So what you will see, a shop was like that always, a juwelier, but it have a modern brand, but still you can see it on my right. So. And we have here also an old bookstore since then, and now the bookstore is called as the oldest bookstore in the world since 1732, Livraria Ben Bertrand. On my left this building on the corner. On my left, this one. So please look on my left. You will see a yellow tiled house. That was a brewery on the end of the street. The next is the Carmel Church, and this church was never rebuilt after the earthquake, and will be not, because it is now a remembering. It is now in my front, and you will see it in my right in a moment. There we are, on the right, on my right. The Carmel Church, never rebuilt after the earthquake, without roof. And the next building, that is the headquarters of the National Guard, and there's also a National Guard in front. On the left is the Theatre Trinidad, one of the oldest theaters we have here in Lisbon. So since the age of the kings. Ele estava atrás de mim. Ah. So some churches, they are from outside more simple than from inside. And this one who comes now on my right is an example for it. It is the São Roque, and inside is in Rococo, very rich ornaments with gold application. This was made by the Jesuits. On my right. So Lisbon is a city with a lot of hills, and because we have a lot of hills, we have a lot of miradores, and miradores are viewpoints. So you have, and this one called São Pedro de Alcântara, and there you have a fabulous view to the city on my right. So please look on the left. One of the water fountains. We have a lot here in Lisbon. So please look on my right side. There you see another type of elevador made 1960s. And this statue is from our most important poet, Luís de Camões. He lived in the same period like the biggest discoverer. So he talked with them, and then he make a book called Lusíadas. And this book have to read every school kid. So that is a great view to the castle from here on the hill. Hmm? Oh. Oh yeah. They have. Sometimes you see it even when we drive around. They just go. Sometimes they go a bit far away. Oops. So please look on my right. There you will see the Rua Augusta and the Arco de Augusta. You see? Which leads to the Praça do Comércio. So the next one could be important when you came home and you found some guy from Lisbon, and maybe you will talk about Lisbon, but he will surely come with a question. When you're not in this tuk, you don't get it. He will ask you if you saw the San Antonio. The San Antonio is one of the most important holy persons of the Catholic Church. He is the son of the poor people and the lost things. And he gets his holy status in Padua, Italy. But the Lisbon people are very linked to him because he is born in Lisbon, went to be monk in Lisbon, and then the church sent it in to Italy, Padua. So please look on my left. In this little square you see the house where San Antonio born, the statue of San Antonio, and the church San Antonio. Here on my left, the black statue is from San Antonio. The house which is covered with flower is the house where he born. And the white church is the church of San Antonio. And by the way, the reliefs of San Antonio are also here in Lisbon. here in the cathedral, the oldest church of Lisbon since 1147. On my right. And the cathedral survived also the earthquake. Only one pillar moved about 40 centimeters, but the roof didn't fall down. So now on the right we have another mirador. This one is called Santa Lucia. This have a nice view to the harbor and also to the cruise liners on my right. This mirador called Porta do Sol, the doors to the sun. On the right you see the statue of St. Vincent. Maluco. So please look on my left. After this building you will see a very old house. It looks also like out of the place. It is from the 6th century. So now you can see it on the left. This tiny house on the top. So Lisbon looked like that before the age after the exploring. So
Mieliście w prawo.